Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So, as you noticed in my previous video, my drive shaft's too long. So what I'm needing is roughly 43 inches overall total length from this point to this point to give me the full length that I need. So, I slid the yoke all the way in, but you can see the history of it. Right here is common ride height for this vehicle. It's where it was running the most. Then you got yourself a darker ring, which is travel within about an inch in and out. From the wheels going up and down, the drive shaft's going to do this. So, taking all that into consideration, you can see there's a weight stamped into it. That's why it's not welded. Because if it was welded, then you have to take the consideration of the weld plus the weight, which you'll just keep ping-ponging back and forth, back and forth. So that's why that's stamped in there. So I drew two lines in case one gets erased. But that was to show the lineup point. So when I go to put this back together, this is going to line up with these two here. And I should be within fair ballpark. It's not going to say, I mean, right around this area is where it's probably oblonged. It does have epoxy in it. You can see there during the balancing process and, you know, putting it together. So, that's why the screws here, they injected it. They kept spinning it up, trying to get it to balance. And that's what you're left with. So, and put your finger across that. So, you can see my fingers dry. It looks like it's grease, but it's not. So, it fits on this end, but won't fit on the other end. So, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to shave the inside of here, but I had to shave the weld and all this off. So that's what I'm working on right now, is I'm flattening this back down to the actual true dimension of what this is. And then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to clean that all up, get that epoxy out of there so this can be pressed onto here. So when you don't have proper tools, you end up getting creative. I don't have a bench grinder, so I made one. And it does a good job. So I figured while waiting for this to cool down a little bit, I just need to finish cleaning that up, making it nice and rounded, and get it in the ballpark. Then that way I can press it back onto here and we'll be in good shape. So that's where I'm at with this, and that's basically how you cut a drive shaft, line it back up, make sure you put a line so you can line everything back up so it's not out of balance. And she should be good. So hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, so here's what we got. It's a little bit off, but so I just need to rotate just a hair, but you can see how nice and good my line is. So that's where the weight used to be on that other end. So maybe a little bit of a high spot was here, because I also noticed it wasn't exactly precise on the inside. Let's see if we can see it here. Okay, yeah. See how thick it is out there? And you come around, it gets real thin. And it gets thick again. So that's why they had to put the weight on. So they were Key Precision Machine Shop. That's not me. I don't have that. I don't have it like that. What I have is angle grinder, measuring tape, and do the best that I can with what I got. So now, before I do any welding, I want to check my measuring to make sure I did correctly here. See, we also have another weight, 2 weights here. So, the moment of truth. We'll put it in, test fit it, and see. Because I wanted to make sure I had enough so I didn't cut too much off of here, because once you cut it off, it's hard to put it back. So I'm cutting it down little by little until I have a fit that I desire. Hang tight, I'll be right back. And well, guys, there she is. Nice and lined up. She looks great. I don't think I could have done a better job than that. What do you guys think? Yeah, the body's crooked, so body's just laying on there loose. But she's dead on. Okay, and see if I did my measurements correct. Now, I must say that's pretty damn good. She's rated 1 inch. 1 1/4, give or take. So if the rear hits a bump, she squats down too low, it's not going to ram the back of my tail of my transmission. She'll just go suck and blow. So she's right in, right where she needs to be. Awesome. So then the only thing I got to do is create me a rotisserie so she can move slowly around in a circle. I'll zoom back out. So she can go around in a circle while I weld it. That way I get a nice even weld all the way around it. She's looking amazing. So, backyard, cut your drive shaft. Make it happen. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it may be a little bit off, it may vibrate higher speeds, but shouldn't be too bad. So one can easily jack up the vehicle and, you know, do all kind of stuff. It'll be like a lathe. So you put it in first gear, let it spin, and then you can set your mark. You'll see where the high spot is, because it'll throw the weight up in the air or out to the side, whatever. And then you can see where your high spot is. And so we now have a full drive line. So now we got the hard part done. We need to continue the other hard part, along with all the rest of the hard parts. So, it's looking good. Looking promising. And next thing would be is getting the exhaust welded. Make that permanent before that gets too far out of whack. So that's where we're at with this. I guess there's nothing more I can say or do for you guys. So hit like and subscribe. Get out and do something every day. Appreciate y'all coming in and watching. Thank you as always. Thank you to my 100 subscribers for making it possible. Really appreciate it. And it makes it well worthwhile. So we may be able to repurpose those for something, so we never throw that stuff away. So yeah, come on back and watch me again. Y'all have a good one. See y'all next time.